Together with our prayers for our dear brothers in Eretz Yisrael and all over the world, we also give some tzedakah, and we will share a little thought, a story actually, related to the period of time that we're in, the Torah reading, so to say, and is connected to the fact that yesterday was Chav B'Shvat, the Rebbes Chaim Mushka's yahrzeit, and just to depict what it means having faith in the Rebbe and what means care for another person. All this in one story, which is all related to, we're reading now, B'Shalach, Yisroi, the Jewish people connecting, believing, appreciating the leadership of Moshe Rabbeinu in them of taking them out of Golus, as well as giving them the Torah and providing for all their needs. So here is a story. There was very few people had the opportunity actually to know the Rebbetzin personally. She was an extreme, discreet woman. But those who made the effort to want to visit the Rebbetzin, she was always welcoming. In fact, there was once some people that spent some time with the Rebbetzin, people, acquaintances back from Russia, women. And at one point the Rebbetzin told her, I'm going to have to excuse myself, but by 9:30 I'm meeting somebody very important and I'm going to have to ask you to leave just before that. No problem. At 9:30 the bell rings. There's a woman, not from the Chabad community. The people working in the house did not recognize that woman, but the Rebbetzin welcomed her with such warmth, with such openness, this huge smile, this warm embrace as if an old lost friend just came in. They spoke for a while, and then the Rebbetzin asked Chesed, who was one of the people who were helping in the house, to actually drive her home to Manhattan, which obviously he did. On the way, he asked her, I see there's a very special relationship between you and the Rebbetzin. Do you mind sharing? And she says, actually, I don't mind. She says, I am working in a public library. And one day, I noticed a woman coming in, and on a card, I recognized the name, Schneerson. So I asked her, are you by any chance familiar or related with Rabbi Schneerson? And she says, yes, it's my husband. And then I tell her, I'm very upset with your husband. I'm really upset. The Rebbetzin was taken back and says, what's the matter? And she says, look, 2 years ago, I went to him for a blessing. I'm a Holocaust survivor, an only one left from the entire family. Been married for a number of years, and we have no children. And it's devastating. I survived the Holocaust and not being able to perpetuate the family. So I went to him, I was told that he gives blessings, and his blessings will definitely give fruit. So when I came to him, he told me, are you willing to take on one mitzvah? And I will give you a blessing for children. And she said, yes. And you tell me which mitzvah, Rebbe. So the Rebbe told her, light the Shabbat candles. And she says, I've been lighting the Shabbat candles for 2 years, and nothing happened. I'm really disappointed. And she started bitterly crying. And the Rebbe looks at her, and she says, I also have no children. This doesn't help me. And then the Rebbetzin asked her, tell me again, what did the Rebbe tell you? He told me to light Shabbat candles. Have you been doing it without fail every Friday? And then the Rebbetzin says, when exactly are you lighting those candles? When my husband comes home, I come home usually before him. When he comes home from work, then we're both home, we light the candles. So the Rebbetzin says, can I give you a little advice? Make sure to light the candles at a proper time, before sunset. And you want to know something? I did it, and a month later, I was expecting a child. And the Rebbetzin keeps contact with me. And she actually invited me to come to her house. She's been so warm, so helpful, so attentive to me. Total stranger. Two things. If the Rebbe said, gave a blessing, the Rebbe knew that this is going to work, but there must be something holding it back. She wasn't lighting the Shabbos candles. A chassid, faithful, and so caring for every other Jew. May we see the Rebbetzin and the Rebbe before Shabbos still in the Beis Hamikdash. Good Shabbos.